Welcome back. How long has it been? I couldn't tell you. It's been a long time. Today I'm going to talk about this new project that I've been working on quite recently, and it's called Yonees Bagel Club. This is me, Yoni, and I've been baking bagels pretty much since my tshuva began. So that's now about 6 years that I've been doing that. And I am by no means a professional baker or an expert in any way of baking bagels, but I have baked a lot of bagels in those few years. And in the past I shared them with a few people, but increasingly as I found myself back in local Jewish community, or actually in Jewish community locally for the first time, where I live now, I would bring bagels to some of the gatherings and people would enjoy them. It's very hard to get good fresh bagels in this part of the world. And one thing that really defines a good bagel that is very simple and easy to do is just to have them fresh. That's really one of the most important parts of a good bagel, and I can do that. Anyone can do that. So I've been baking these bagels, and I think it was last year that I decided to start baking them to raise money for my friend Yochanan in Uganda, who I'd met online a few years back when he was trying to sell kippot, and I'd seen the kippot that he was selling. It's from his community, the Abu Yadaya community in Uganda. They have these very distinctive kippot. I'll show you. They're really beautiful. They're so distinctive and handmade. And so I was buying some of those from him, and I was finding it difficult to have really long conversations with anyone because I had a newborn baby who was taking up almost 100% of my time. But I got to know him a little bit, and he would message me telling me what was going on in his community and some of the struggles they were facing, and when he was trying to raise money. And so I decided to raise some money by selling bagels to some of the local community up here in the mountains. And it did quite well. And they did some challah as well, and they just did some online fundraising too. But then Yochanan contacted me recently, and I mean, this is going to sound quite silly because I'm quite late, or very late to the game, but I've been getting into podcasts lately, which of course is nothing unusual. Podcasts are a huge industry now, but I found, I guess, more of a niche that I could really be interested in. A few different creators of them from more like my world of music, and I just found myself really drawn to hearing stories from people that I either knew or didn't know, and And Rick Rubin talked about it, how, you know, listening is such a undervalued and really underrepresented skill these days. And I have prided myself in the past in being a good listener, but I think in recent years I've become a less good listener, which is something that I would like to work on. And I felt like maybe interviewing people, doing some kind of podcast would be a great way to work on those active listening skills, and also to give people a platform to share their stories. So what I've decided is, with this bagel club, I would raise money selling bagels. That money would then go towards people that I want to speak to, so I can pay them for their time. That's crucial. I don't want anyone to have to do this labor unpaid, because I don't have a big platform and I can't offer them big exposure or anything like that. So I want to make sure they're getting paid. So the bagels are now funding these people, these friends of mine, or people that I maybe don't know that well, but who I'm interested in and I want to know more about them. And then I will be interviewing them, sharing that on YouTube. You know, nothing unusual about all of that. So tonight will be the first recording that I'll do with Yochanan in Uganda from the Abugadea community. And I hope that there'll be many more after this one, funded by bagels, the food of my ancestors. I've talked before about ancestral baking. Bagels were my first, along with challah, adventure in ancestral baking. So it feels like a beautiful connection to tie together my identity through food, my ancestry, and then create a platform for others to talk about themselves, where they come from, who they are, what they do. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope that you'll find something of value in these discussions. And I'll speak to you all very soon.